bandwidth.
Your Ecamm Live software lets you do so many things, man.
Yeah, it's amazing what we could do. Like literally flying around, doing all kinds of funky, fun stuff. But this is the Pinky Promise video that we wanted to definitely play. So hopefully we don't get any copyright infringements. Sorry, Steven. Thanks, Steven.
You are. I'll take all the responsibility.
So before I play it, you say this goes out to who? I think that was pretty cool. The way you kind of set it up. So this is for who, Eric?
Yeah, I'll set it up one more time. So this is Steven and his daughter, and he was working like crazy trying to get music gigs during COVID with everything shut down. And so his daughter was feeling like he wasn't spending enough time with her. And so she came over and was like, Daddy, will you please come out and play with me? And he's like, I can't right now, but I will later. And she said, will you pinky promise? And it just hit his heart. And he's like, I got to write a song about this.
Let's go.
Hate to
That's
admit it,
awesome.
that song always gets little tears in my eyes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
even Jesse was
Yes.
just like, well, there's that. I'm not. You're
Yeah.
crying, not me.
His daughter's
Thank
9 years.
you for introducing that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, his daughter's 9 years old.
Beautiful. Wow.
And again, for those that want to find the work that he's doing, on his side over at his website. He is at stephencade.com, CADE. And he was one of the ones that definitely stood up and stepped up when Eric reached out for the fundraiser Sending Love to Texas. So, this is what it's about, right? It's about not only, highlighting folks, but those that are supporting, literally jump right in, made a point to share his music, share his craft with us, and, being able to share that love back and highlight what he's doing. Obviously, for those that are out there, it's about a range of things. So definitely, we love the fact that he supported that cause. So now kind of giving it back as well and kind of highlighting that. So the comments that we see here, from Frank, thanking you for the introduction to his music. Jesse, who told Jay to get out of her face because she's listening to Friday Night Live now. We just got a breaking news text message from Jay and said, "I've lost against Friday Night Live. I cannot get my wife's attention now. She has ignored me." So Jesse's hanging out with us on a Friday. Forget you, Jay. You didn't show up to the show, so you get nothing.
And Steven's already said he's playing for the Sending Love to Vets, so he's definitely gonna be part of that.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Hi, Deborah. How did you come across him?
It's actually a funny deal. So I was in this Duck Crew room, and we were talking about doing this fundraiser, and somebody said, "Hey, Eric, do you know who Stephen Cade is?" And I said, "No." And then I went the next day and opened my room in the Veteran Network, and Stephen Cade popped in. I'm like, wait a second, somebody just told me about that guy. I started talking to him in there. So we made the connection in the Veteran Network on Clubhouse.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Was he a veteran?
He was not.
Okay.
Grew up in Houston, but he has family that is.
Okay, cool.
No, I love it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yes, that is really cool.
Yeah, I think he came in. It was one day he came in. Caleb, that's when Caleb came in that holds that PTSD room. He came in with Stephen Cade that day, and that's how I got to know Caleb. And then there was two other musicians, a gal named Corinne, and I can't remember what the other guy's name was. And they all showed up in the Veteran Network in my room one day.
That's awesome.
Jesse concurs.
Yeah, anybody who is not on to get involved. There's so much goodness in that app.
It is, and isn't it experience with it? I got sent to YouTube timeout corner. What happened?
I don't know. Capri broke it. We're gonna blame her.
She overwhelmed the internet with her new phone.
Yeah, she got the fancy new phone, so that's what happened.
Blame it on the phone, Capri.
I think
Clubhouse is so unique, to hear people tell their stories, but there's just so much positivity, and the connections are just unreal. The connections that you can make have just been amazing. So, which again is how we met you.
Absolutely. And Frank just put Greg Pratt up on the screen. He wasn't the one, Frank, that showed up in that Veteran Network, but I did meet him on Clubhouse, and he's another country artist. So we had a mixture, but we did have probably more country artists than others. And he's another country artist that volunteered and played in our show. And I don't know if you guys have heard M.A. Holmes. Have you guys heard him? He's a military vet, served in the military, in the Navy. He wrote one of the most famous military songs he wrote is called the Deployment Song, and he released it and then became stationed on I can't remember, USS something carrier, and so he was serving when it got released, so he didn't get to celebrate the release of his new song. And it's an amazing song if you haven't heard the Deployment Song. And then at the very end of his tour, the military flew out a bunch of videographers and things like that, and so he recorded his video at the very end of his tour. Video. And
who is that?
His name is M.A. Holmes. He's another one. He played for that show, and he's also going to play for Sending Love to Vets. He's an awesome musician. But yeah, look up the Deployment song. But anything he sings is just so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
And she's
That's
also
awesome.
going
What was the name of the last song he had?
to.
Do you know which one it was? The Deployment song, right?
Well, the Deployment song is the one that most people in the military know.
Mm-hmm.
But he has more recent songs, but I don't remember the names of them.
Okay.
But everything I've heard from him has been really good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another connection through Clubhouse.
That's awesome. That's really cool. How much time do you spend on Clubhouse, Eric?
I'm trying to actually cut that way back from what I was on it a lot. Now I go in first thing when I get up. I do the Breakfast with Champions in the morning.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then if it's Monday, except for this past Monday, they didn't do it. If it's Monday, I'll jump into Stephen and Lane's the Humble Alpha room that they do, but they didn't do it this past week. At least I couldn't find it. And then so that's Mondays, and then I usually won't get back in till like the evening because I found that like I wasn't devoting as much time to work as I should. Like I get sidetracked, or I wasn't spending enough time with my wife, or I wasn't,
Right.
you know, you can easily get sucked into Clubhouse, and so I've now been better at limiting my
And
time.
of course, the question is, what is Clubhouse? Well, there's a little funny video down here on our page if you go there on YouTube of what is a Clubhouse. So talk about it, share a little bit about it. So for those that have a chance to check out, you know, there's some stuff there. And I also bring up some images to kind of give folks an idea of what that looks like and the different things that we're doing. But more importantly,
Disappointed.
Say what?
Your image isn't even of your own club.
No, I have them in there too. So I just kind of showed the regular whatchamacallit.
Instead, you got Brad there, the network marketer.
No.
Oh,
So I showed like the hallway of what it looks like, and then the different rooms and stuff as well.
Which actually, this is Eric's room.
That's is that no? That was I think that's Frank's room.
Yeah, Frank's room on Saturday as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's Frank's room. Oh, wait. But you have a room on Wednesdays, so you do Wednesdays, and Frank does Saturdays.
Correct. And the newest person that I connected Brian with, a gentleman's going to start doing Wednesday earlier in the day on social media.
Oh, okay, cool.
And this is Ime Holmes' deployment song for those that are looking how to actually write the name. This is where you will find what he's doing, which also is amazing.
Are you gonna play it?
You know what? Look, what are they gonna do? Cut us out of the internet? Shout out to the out there.
I might get a call from his manager Lauren. She's super nice though. Go ahead and play it.
voice. And even in the Clubhouse app, he sounded exactly like that, if not better.
Wow.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, like if you have a new app, if you're in a room, you actually it always defaults at low quality every time you go back in. So there's a 3 dots in the top high for audio quality, but you have to reset it every time you go back into. But yeah, it's so as P mentioned, like it dropped in the middle of our concert, and so we were playing it. We had singing, and hold on a second. We made them download the update in the middle of their song, like we told them, and then they restarted back over and they switched to high, and it was night and day.
Night and day.
It was night and day difference. It was
It
even
sounded just like that versus like the regular phone call. It was timely.
Wow.
Night and day difference.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Capri is loving it. I love the one comment that Jesse had. Jerry, of course, is in the house. Amazing talent, definitely. And that's he's Navy too, wasn't he, Eric? Navy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's Jerry's old school Navy as well. So that's the sailors are representing big time. But Jesse's point I think is amazing, and this is not by design. Eric kind of popped up, and we just kind of brought him on because Capri was dodging us. So Eric's like, put me in, coach. But even being able to talk, like last week, that was not planned either. We had, the Marine Corps rapper, some of the music that he and Topher are putting together. Again, they're topping charts. And then today we're talking country music and sharing things. And, one of the things that we've talked about is that's what community is about. Community is, you need different things, right? Sometimes you want to hear some country music. Sometimes you're hearing some rap music. Depending on, what exactly is your flavor or what your preference is, that is out there in our community. And what's great about this is that even like Jerry said, or others said, even like Brian, maybe rap was not your forte, but after hearing, the Marine rapper and Topher and DQ and what they're doing, it's like, I love this. This is our people doing something with positive messaging, or you see now Ime's doing his stuff, or Steven, it's just amazing what's out there. And being able to showcase that and expose that to our community, I think that's by far the biggest benefit to our folks, to be able to hear that and see that and learn something new. Wait a second. We got an emotional moment here coming from Capri.
Capri, you're ignoring my message. I sent you a message, Capri.
She can't multitask in that brand new phone. Capri is one of those people, Eric, that goes hard or goes home. And the fact is, she goes home never. So what she did is she went big completely. She got the newest iPhone tablet, biggest phone that there is. I saw that Andy, the comeback coach, did make a point to comment as well. There you go, exactly.
The max.
We might need to do a tutorial for Capri, so she knows how to turn on her phone and how to use it.
Hey, there you go. Let's see. So we did verify. So Jose Jr. from God Country Coffee podcast. He was the other amazing person that wanted the mud sauce that we talked about. The comeback coach who we've seen in our lives as well, who pops in from time to time. He mentioned in one of the comments before, he made a plug as well for some of the things that we're doing. So one thing I will say, and you might have seen this too, so I think it's good to kind of just bring it up. Jason Lane from Angry Angel, you've seen him talk about what's fueling him. Well, guess what? I've been over here kind of got a little care package in the mail from Angry Angel, and he sent me this over. We'll link his information as well. Jason Lane Curtis. He's also in the Vetpreneur Tribe and sharing some good stuff there. But this tastes like Sprite. And this is made with natural coffee beans. So it's natural coffee beans, keto friendly, green coffee beans that it has. There's 2 other flavors. So I'm showing it because one is we're gonna give away some of these bad boys too. So there's always something.
Oh, I want to sign up.
Well, no. See, this is what happens. No. But we have so this is a blackberry lemon flavor, Fuel Mind Body, and we have another one here for tropical. The good thing about this is they're all 0 flavor. I personally don't do energy drinks per se like that. I don't do caffeine as much anymore. And for someone like myself who's sensitive to that, this is amazing. It says 1 can of Angry Angels is equal to 1.5 coffee. It has yerba mate. It's slightly bubbly, keto friendly, has some vitamin Bs, and it's not like those like 0 calorie things that have that ugly aftertaste. The blueberry lemon I think is cool. For me, the tropical was all right, but I personally am of the mindset of the testing of what you go to. So I literally had 3 of these bad boys in the fridge. And guess what? I went through all of them one time, and this is the 3rd I've had of this. I've had one of each of these, so I keep going to this one. The 560 tastes like Sprite. It's amazing. So we'll link this information as well, and I'll do a separate review on it. But again, this is from one of our brothers out here supporting what we're doing. They're also in the community, so I wanted to just highlight what they're doing on that side over at Angry Angel drinks and whatnot. So thank you to Andy Kaufman, the combat coach, for putting me in contact. Thank you to Jason for sending that care package over. So I wanted to just give them a shout out for those that may be interested in getting some of that. But we know for a fact that it's not going to be Amy, because no.
I'm gonna order mine right now.
No, you can't. Well, yes, you can order yours right now, but you don't. You don't get a free giveaway. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna order it right now.
We got a caffeinated veteran in the comment section. So those that are interested, again, to see what that is, this is where you'll find the information for Angry Angel. So I got some of these in the mail, so we'll go ahead and get some of these squared away. You'll be able to find them in different locations. Obviously, the big name places is where you have it. So you've arrived when you're on Amazon and Whole Foods and Anytime Fitness. But again, I really liked it, to be honest with you, and I'm not one to sit here peddling stuff or anything like that. It's literally us supporting our own people. So if it's mud sauce, hey, you want to try it, give it a look. Amy actually tried it. We're talking about, this 560, for example. I like it. It tastes like Sprite, literally, and it doesn't have that bitter aftertaste, or it doesn't give me the jitters. I can't really drink caffeine like I used to anymore, so I'm sensitive to it. But it's awesome, and I always look at it as if I'm reaching for it and I don't have a problem drinking it, then we're solid here.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, again, everybody subscribe to the YouTube channel. New videos coming out. DP's going to be, and I like Angry Angel too. You will like it.
If I like it, you'll like it too. Quick promo break. But this is the amazing thing of what's in our community. You know what I mean? Like think about it. We've touched on rap. We've touched on country music. We got some mud sauce. We got some damn energy drinks. And I know for a fact we have one veteran, Eric, in Vetpreneur, who does like meals ready to eat. He does a fitness thing. The name escapes me right now, but literally there are so many things in our community that it's like, if you're gonna go out there anyway and buy a Red Bull, then I'd rather support one of ours. That's just me. If I'm gonna buy barbecue sauce anyway, I want to support one of ours. And when you start to look at the price comparisons to what you're paying for someone else, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and support our own people. So I definitely wanted to, highlight that for sure. I was expecting Capri to come in and hand it to me, so let's see what she has to say. She is totally caffeinated 24/7, so there's that part. Let's see. She also made a point to, we have here, Jesse, gonna have to get Jay an order. Gonna have to have Jay order me some of that. I like how she put that. I'm gonna have Jay order me some of that. Jay.
That's right.
Order Jay some.
Come on, Jay.
Jay, order Jay some. Capri says fuel. I'm all about it. Yeah, I love that actually, because it does say fuel on it too. Yep. Mind, body, and soul. 0 calories, 0 sugars, and has some CoQ10 action in there. So it's pretty cool. Of course, here comes Capri with, little sidewinder. Sensitive DP. It's like fly girl eating MREs with a dang spoon. Double eye roll. I cannot do caffeine anymore. I am. Ew.
I want Capri to come on the live.
She's trying to figure her phone out.
The ingredient you can probably do is it's called teacrine. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a different version of caffeine. It's one that doesn't give you the jitters. You don't have the crashes, and your body doesn't get used to it. Like part of the problem with regular caffeine is people keep increasing their caffeine level because their body gets used to it, so they need more.
So
Yep.
I've tried those. So I think I've shared it before, but maybe I may have not. So I'm actually retired from the Federal Air Marshal Service. So
Yep,
being
neither.
law enforcement, flying around the world, guess what you live on? Caffeine. And literally that amount of caffeine that we drank, not only physically can I not really do it anymore, but it's almost like working in a chocolate factory. At a certain point, it's just like, ugh, I just, what I mean, just the thought of anything caffeinated because it's like redlining it. Like I'll drink it from time to time, but it's one of those things where at this point I've just completely like, you know what, I need to give my body a reset because the one you mentioned, I have seen that, and it's a little more slower release, and I want to say this one uses that specific one because it's not the regular caffeine that they use either. So like I said,
Yeah, my buddy Sean Wells invented that ingredient. I have
really?
a buddy who's invented over 500 supplement ingredients and
Wow.
patent them. And he's known as the world's greatest formulator. Like if you Google the world's formulator, you'll find Sean Wells. He's a good friend of mine.
Wow.
Well, there's that.
That's awesome.
So just so deep he doesn't get in any trouble about playing M.A. Holmes' song. The one thing that Lauren asks is if you like his music, if everybody goes to Instagram and just follows M.A. Holmes Music on Instagram. So if you liked that song, go follow M.A. Holmes Music on Instagram.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull
Definitely.
him up.
I'm gonna go do that right now.
We just gave his plug so that we're all kosher.
There you go. So for those,
But really like
M.A.
nothing
Holmes
but love,
music, right?
M.A. Holmes Music on
Boom.
Instagram.
One word.
There it is.
M.A. Holmes Music is where you'll find what he is doing, the amazing work. You just saw the deployment song that we shared. Again, definitely go ahead and check it out. You see there the link to the things that he is doing. And again, he's one of us. He's a veteran. He's sharing his love, his passion, his music. So you heard the voice. It pretty much speaks for itself. And I love the fact of being able to support our own. So amazing.
Yeah,
good
he's
things
trying to
happening.
grow his Instagram following right now.
Head over there. Nah. I love it.
M.A. Holmes.
Oh, did you get it?
I think so. Oh,
So,
there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
M.A. Holmes Music. EMAY Holmes Music.
Got
is
it.
where you shall find him.
Awesome.
Yeah. See that? We're exposing and learning new things all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, you've had 2 weeks of music. I love it.
I'm telling you, we're not gonna
I know.
have much to
Yeah,
do
that
next
was
week.
kinda
We gotta take a
cool.
whole day. We
Yeah.
have to take next week off. We have nothing at this
Well,
point.
maybe I'll sing.
Ugh.
Amy's gonna sing. We're just preparing. So everybody else is they're pretty good musicians, but we're just working up to Amy, who's just gonna blow it off the roof.
It's all a warm up to get Amy to go out here and give us the good stuff.
She was considering, if she wasn't sick last week, she was seriously considering doing a duet with TMR.
I was.
But, she was sick.
But I will say, DP has heard me sing. DP, you have heard me sing, and you said I was amazing. At least that's what I heard.
Whitney Houston has nothing on me. Whitney Houston has nothing on Amy.
In full disclosure, this is what's called artistic liberties or creative liberties. Like when you have a true story, they usually say based on a true story, and then they add a little flair to things. Like maybe the actor didn't do that for real, but the premise remains. So there was singing. The singing was good. I wouldn't go so far as to what she may have heard, but I do know she's also ready for tinnitus, so she may have heard I said that. But I said, you know what, this is pretty good. I don't know about the awesome part, but maybe she wasn't warmed up yet. So I don't know.
So what really happened is Amy sang, she said, "I'm awesome," and then you repeated, "Yes, you said you're awesome."
Yeah. I feel like when I was singing in my own little world and he did the head nod, that was him saying I was awesome. Like, oh, okay, yeah, she actually can sing. Okay.
So when I'm not gonna say this is what happened, but when dogs do that thing where they go like this. They're trying to kind of get their ear to kind of hear what you're saying. I may have been doing that with my head just to kind of make sure I'm hearing what I'm supposed to hear.
Oh my word! My word.
Capri says she got her hair did. even though we did not send the money. New contacts. The event is coming. Capri will be here. The question is, can we get Capri to commit to next week?
Thank you, Capri. Capri, next week. Whenever Capri decides to, we are blasting it for the full week to join us on Friday Night Live, because that will be an amazing.
So you're
Friday
saying
Night
you
Live.
and Capri are going to do a duet?
I heard that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I mean, my head might have been tilted a little bit.
It might have been one of these little bits here, but.
I don't think Capri ever agreed to sing.
I
can't volunteer Capri to sing.
Well, she can just, support you.
I'm trying to get her on the Friday Night Live first.
So Thursday we'll do a
that's the universal reaction right now.
Thursday night we'll do a Clubhouse tryout. If the singing goes well, then Friday on Friday Night Live, the music will come out.
Mm-hmm. This is what might end up happening. Make sure you guys tune in and come back now. There's gonna be some singing here. So even Capri has admitted she has a little tinnitus action going on.
That is so funny.
She said she'll be the backup dancer, so she'll do some of that there.
Well, Brian already has that covered, so.
That is true. I don't know if we need a backup dancer. Nobody.
Yeah, I haven't seen Baby Brian much today. Just at the very beginning.
I know, Baby Brian needs to, kind of come back up. He's awake again.
Oh yeah, there he goes.
There you go.
Thank you.
There we go.
Baby Brian deserves to be right where he needs to be, right there.
It would be amazing to find out who that is.
I don't know, but I'm expecting a full blown,
I assumed it was. You guys kept saying
it. Did your wife find that?
No, that was Belle. Belle found it actually.
Belle.
Yep,
Okay.
Belle. Yeah.
You just made somebody an internet star.
Exactly.
That's right.
So make sure you clutch royalties from them, because they're a star now.
They definitely are a star right now.
Yes.
So we got some mud sauces going out. We have some books going out. We have people commenting and following on Facebook. On YouTube as well. We have the giveaway again that's happening for those. Brian, if you want to go ahead and give another quick shout out, I'll head over to the web to make sure people are following for the new giveaway that's kicking off. So let me go ahead and pull that up again for those that may have missed it.
Yeah, everybody, come invite your friends. Everybody, invite friends and family. Come subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to do a drawing for every new subscriber that from Saturday to next Friday night. We will pick a random winner. Well, since I don't know if we'll be able to announce the winner next Friday or not, based off the hours of the offering to subscribe. But anyway, everybody who subscribes new from Saturday to next Friday night, they'll be entered into a $100 Veteran Network Swag Store gift card. So $100 to spend on the swag store.
And we're going to have the button as well added. So if you scroll down here under this, you'll see it says subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also go to the very top and you'll see the YouTube link here. It'll take you there. But we'll add it here under the subscribe giveaway as well as a button to make it easier for folks to go there. Tomorrow, again, if you go to the blog section, you'll be able to see about K9 Veterans Day family event happening with the Stephen A. Cohen at the Up Center. Legend and I will be reading to children about service dogs. So this is the book we're reading, Hero Military Dogs. So that'll be something that will happen live. We'll record it and then share it again. But really, again, just trying to do what we can in the community in different places in different ways. So there's a lot of fun, cool stuff happening. But to get all the latest and greatest, veteransnetwork.club is where you'll find out what we are doing, to include, again, the amazing musicians and connections that we're making. Definitely want to make sure we hit again for those that saw or have missed it. TBC, the Veterans Connection, the amazing organization that Eric is supporting and put together, and what he's doing. I know some people, may have missed the flying me. So again, look at that. Okay, let's just go ahead and you see the finger, you see what's happening here.
That is funny.
Some dog has his head turned right now, going, "What's going on?"
Right there. You know what I mean?
It's GEDP.
It's really it's happening. It's real. It's there. So don't fight it.
Yes.
So actually, if I do it this way, let me see. Gotta make.
There we go.
See that right there? Just tap that. Boop 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 boop. Donate. So good stuff happening there for sure. Oh.
Much love.
Yeah.
If anybody come out, support donations. If you want to record a veteran reflection, reach out to me. And then also, if you have any interest in helping either put together, or if you're talent that wants to be involved in the sending love to vets, reach out to me as well. So if you want to help be part of putting together the event, or if you want to be part of the event, also reach out.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Jay, we're gonna. So it's funny. We're gonna have to say,
hey,
well, for me now, it's funny because it's like the military. They have the same initials. So now it's like female type J.
Oh.
Female type J is the best J here because male type J is jacking up. He's not doing anything. If you see, she literally had an Instagram picture up. She shared her own. She tagged us in her picture. She's rocking a swag. Jay is just over here taking pictures of himself in the toilet. This is ridiculous. So tomorrow,
can we get Jesse? Can we get Jesse on a live? Jesse, do you want to come on a live?
Yeah, seriously, because we're not gonna get male type Jesse. Male type J is not coming.
I love Maria.
Yes, tomorrow we have 3 more vets coming up, so definitely tune in. It'll be rolling live on YouTube mañana.
And she does amazing things too. You'll see in the video, but she's gonna come on the 26th of March. She's doing an auction for some paintings, and so she's gonna highlight those artists, and she's awesome. I highlight those artists and do an auction. So she's doing cool things too. I don't know how you guys have time. You guys are always doing something. She's always doing something. Liz is always doing something.
That's kind of how we roll.
When you're in the nonprofit space, it's just in your heart to be taking action. You're just out there trying to make impact any way you can to anybody you can. So, but yes, Liz with
that's what I need to start doing with my
Left Behind's amazing. Maria with Claymore Vets is amazing. All these people, it's funny. I met all of them through nonprofit rooms, and then of course we all, came together in the veteran network. But I got to know all of them originally through nonprofit spaces.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah.
Anything else you want to say on what we're going to be doing? A little teaser, Amy, for Maria's pop in a few weeks.
Yeah, she's gonna do. You guys should start. We'll probably start advertising here maybe this week. But she wants to do an auction. She's supporting some artist with painting, I believe. I've seen the paintings. They're beautiful paintings. There's 2 that she's highlighting specifically, and I'm not quite sure when the auction is going to happen or when it closes out, if it's an online auction or not. I still need to get all the details for it. So probably this week you guys should start seeing something about it.
Okay. Let's see.
And then I've got to connect Amy with subtle skills so she can get her face red.
Yes. I want to do that. Should we do it? Maybe we could do it. Does he do it live?
I mean, we could probably
check out a picture.
Well, I mean, he does it live in Clubhouse, but we could probably schedule something where it's on one of your future Friday Night Lives.
Yes,
that would be hilarious.
amazing.
Dude,
Yes.
he's so good.
Did you? So tell us.
It was freaky how accurate he was about me just by looking at my picture.
What did he say about you?
Well, he even, let me pull it up. He even sent me.
Oh, Eric,
so he'll send you after you like your picture with it all broken in there. So let me pull up what he has on mine.
Yeah, so well, and where Eric pulls that up, you'll see here clay molding and mental health for PTSD with Maria Salazar, USMC veteran and artist. That's airing mañana, so definitely keep an eye out for that session of Sound Off.
So this isn't going to be as polished as the way he like explained it, but in my picture, so my eyebrows, the way they angle, says that like I really go out of my way to understand understand everything, so I can turn around and use that information to help others, which is absolutely true. My chin reflects resilience. People with a good, strong chin aren't faced by criticism, which is absolutely true. Like, I never get faced by criticism. Let's see. He says, I have no upper eyelid. And he says, people with no upper eyelid think in terms of I or I'm or going to. So if people join you, it's a bonus, not a requirement. So it's like, I'll go take this on, but if you want to come help, like, great. I say that's pretty accurate. Like, I'm a self-starter. My lip, so I have a thinner upper lip, which means I'll talk about, like, I don't like to talk about myself a lot. Like, if you notice, like, VP's the one that threw out, hey, go click this donate button. Like, I'm not big about talking about myself. I'm like, hey, let's talk about Stephen Kate before we talk about me. like that's totally true. What was it? The last one is my eyes. Like, my eyes are real, I've puffy around my eyes, and that's like saying I need to slow down, like I'm running too fast, and so I just need to slow down. But yeah, he breaks down like all the features of your eyes and exactly what it means, and it's super interesting.
That's so cool. Yes, I want to do that for sure. That's cool.
Yeah, subtle skills on Clubhouse.
No, that's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, I like it. We have some. Okay, so we have the links here. Capri has shared that she only has 2.5 friends on social media, so she's not going to be much of a help.
That's not very nice.
She's all over supporting. She has a few friends on IG, so she's been sharing the information. She said that she's also down for a live, unlike Male Type J. So there's that part.
How you do?
And then a shout out to Jesse. Capri says Jesse has a beautiful media presence. Got to come on the show as well. So a thank you back to Capri from Jesse. Let's see. Oh, and this is awesome here. All these vet groups are going to lower the suicide rate. I feel it. I love these actions. Join us. And that's really, honestly, I think probably the most powerful piece of all that, because, we don't, you take yourself not too serious. You try to create a space for someone, but, for someone, this is going to make a difference, and then if it's, Ime's music, or if it's something that's shared, or the fact that they got a bottle of mud sauce in the mail, like the smallest things you never think about. Like, think about all of us, right? There's something someone did for us that you would never say out loud that really made a difference. And it's just like, so that's what made a difference? A mud sauce bottle? Someone thought about me. It meant something to me. Like, like we have to cherish that for people. It may be the smallest gestures that may seem inconsequential to others and actually mean something to them. So It might be the veteran connection. It might be something happening on Charlene's side, or it might be something someone else does. Hell, it might be Amy singing lullaby songs that just happens to do something for someone. You never know. But I think
Yeah.
it's awesome to do that. So I am completely with Capri there. And as far as the clay molding, oh hell yes, that's gonna be awesome. So stay tuned for that one.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I totally think it's just that little thing. Like somebody just needs to know somebody thought of them. And everybody has a unique story. So not trying to plug this, but I am releasing a book here shortly.
No problem.
And my whole thing is like I think everybody should write a book. And most people are like, but I don't have an important story. But everybody does have a story. And you're not going to touch everybody by your book, but there's somebody. And see, that's a book, not an ebook. That's a book. You're not going to touch everybody, but you are going to touch some. Okay. And I believe in life, so I'm big about part of the reason why I wrote the book and why I do the things with my nonprofit and things like that I do is I don't want to die and have on my tombstone that I was an ordinary person. I want people to know that I've made an impact, and everybody can make an impact. I'm not special. I'm not unique. Everybody has a story that can make an impact on somebody's life. So I'd actually encourage everybody to write a book at some point in their life. And it doesn't have to be a long one. Maybe with the Veteran Network, maybe we'll get together and we'll get a group of people that all want to write something, and we'll do a co-authored book and just have
that's a good idea.
Multiple people's stories all grouped, because then you can maybe only write 10,000 words or 5,000 words, because if you put a bunch of stories together, it'll still equal the size of a book, which is an average of 60,000 words. But if you put multiple authors, everybody share their story, you're going to make an impact on somebody, and everybody does have an important story to share.
And I think that's really honestly what makes it real for people too, right? Because it's saying, hey, you don't have to go at it alone, but there is a story, there is a lesson, there is something you have. And one of the books, I don't have it here with me at the moment, but a book that I love, actually I do have it right here.
It's hard to find it underneath that big old book.
No, look at this one. This is so, but this is the hack though, and the reason I'm glad that I have it here, because if for those that don't know, and it is what it is, but look at these books right here. Right? And again, put it in context next to my book. These are some pretty significant books. Now, the reason I want to bring this up, because this doubles down on what Eric just said. No royalties coming for this, but if anyone's heard of Tim Ferriss, right?
Yep. 4-hour work week.
4-hour work week. Tribe of Mentors, Tim Ferriss. Tool of Titans, Tim Ferriss. This book is nothing but all the podcasts of who he's talked to. Tony Robbins, Jocko Willink, etc. This is all but lessons of people he's talked to. Here, for example, is Morgan Spurlock. And it's literally a few pages on his conversation with Morgan Spurlock. So I want to just show this because what he's done is he's talked to so many people because he is Tim Ferriss. And if you look at, for example, the ability to have part of this, right, on the shoulder of giants. Here he has Scott Adams, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Patrick Arnold, name them. These are all people in the book. And it's just many chapters and many chapters of his conversation. Same thing here with Tribe of Mentors. If you could ask someone a question, guess what? He's talked to these people. He's talked to, the big name people, the Tony Robbinses, the Jim Fallons, the Debbie Millmans, the Terry Crews, and goes on and on and on. But there it is. So to Eric's point is, what stops us as veterans from having our own lessons learned and putting together a book to capitalize and showcase the stories? Where's Capri's section in here? Where's Jerry's section in here? Where's that lesson of high tides rise all ships in here? We can do that. Again, there's no difference between this gentleman and us, But this just shows me that we can do this same thing too, and we can capture our stories, put our lessons together, and tomorrow it might be tools of veterans, or it might be our tribe of veteran entrepreneurs and the lessons learned of what we've done, collaborative, putting it together. There's no reason why we can't. We can, but I show this to say that that's the hack. He didn't sit there and write 1,000 pages of stuff. It's conversations he's had. And what we're doing is no different. We've had conversations all the time, but we can capitalize and have it and be able to pass it on to our next generation or others out there who may, be able to benefit from it.
The difference is when we do it, because we're going to do it. As of tonight, we're setting it in stone that we're going to make this happen. But the difference is, right there. The difference is we're going to give everybody their individual love and respect. So we'll make everybody their own version of having them the very first story in the book. So we'll rotate who's the first story. And then that person will also be on the cover. So each person will get their own book with everybody else in there as additional. And then we'll all self-publish. And so everybody will be able to have their own book that they're on the cover. It'll help them build authority as they're going out for anything they're doing in life to be able to say, hey, I'm an author. Here's my book. So instead of being like Tim Ferriss or Chicken Soup for My Soul, same thing. Like they gave a little credit to everybody else's story, but we're going to do it. We'll do it different and give each person their own book, their own cover, their own book.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's an awesome idea.
Yes. Yeah. And again, it's not like a hyperbole thing. It's why, for example, we have people on like Fraser we brought on. We're doing the update to the book I already have. That's part of the milestone projects, being able to do that. So, so what we'll do is we'll put together a call for those that are out there and begin with us that we have now. And, we'll engage people. If we have to, literally, we'll send Lisa and Fraser to have a conversation with Capri, with Jerry, with the people that we have here who hang out with us. Because, again, you can't tell me Jerry served in the mid-60s to 70s and then learn a thing or two. There's a lot of wisdom in that cranium, and we need some of that. And we need, some of Capri's, lessons. And I think at times it's like, hey, you might not think that you're a part of it, but no, this is going to be a part of it. This can be our creation. It will be our creation, and we have the resources. Fraser, who we brought on board that Lisa brought, he's already he's written 5 books at the scholarly level. You know what I mean? So we have people that do this. So this is not having to reinvent the wheel. We have the resources, we have the means, and we have the proper intent. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and I would say, like, for anyone that's involved with it, like don't make it into like a pitch book trying to sell something. Like, share your story, be vulnerable. Like people relate and get involved, real and vulnerable, and share. So like that's how the book should be laid out. It's not a pitch book, a bunch of people right there pitching some kind of business they're involved with. It's being vulnerable, sharing your life story, and how what you've learned through your life story can help somebody else. And it'll be a bestseller book if you write that way.
Well, first of all, let's get something straight. As long as we don't include Jay's piece into this, because female type Jay is saying that male type Jay said he's going to start writing his piece now. We might have to put that into the bonus section that never gets released. I fear what Jay might write, because I know it's going to be a story about us back in the day.
But that's
Jay's part will be included in the cassette.
I love what Eric said about Chicken Soup for the Soul, because there could be things that make you laugh hysterically, like you leaving Jay at the counter when his card was declined, or.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I laughed heartily. I left his ass and walked out, because guess what? That's what friends are for sometimes. You didn't need that little crap you were buying. It was not essentials. You didn't need that. You just wanted to splurge at the little store, and guess what? No wipes for you.
or when you left him when his knee went out and you said you can't just be falling off.
Well, Eric, look, yeah, think about it. Here comes Jay with his damn Foot Locker, and his knee just buckles. He goes down. I look at him. I'm like, you just can't be falling all over the place, man. What's going on here? Like, like it's like if someone's falling when you're ice skating, you don't try to grab them because then you fall and break your leg too. I'm not gonna be able to help us. Like, imagine if I in this combat zone, I'm at this base, he falls down. All of a sudden, there's probably incoming or something that happens. I can't take him to safety because I was trying to help him from not falling. So now we're both on the floor, just like, flailing like cockroaches. So if anything, I was looking at his safety by making sure that he was alive on the floor. And if it hit the fan, I would have grabbed his good leg and drug him to one of those little bunkers. You're welcome.
In all fairness, this is a one-sided story.
Well, he never shows up, so guess what? It's all about who tells the story. If he don't show up, he can't defend himself.
What would have been really important, though, is if he was down on the ground, at least you could have gotten to safety to make sure that you could tell the story about Jay later.
Look, man, I will tell you a story of what happened here. People will know what happened outside SPX.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
But I agree with that. I like that a lot.
I love it. I mean,
it'll
be stories that make you cry. It'll be stories that make you laugh. It'll be stories that motivate you. Your Ruby writing section.
She might have a better one than we did. Oh, we got some child labor action going on over here. Whoopsie. Baby Brian is staying up late tonight.
Baby Brian.
Wait a second. I got some backup. For better, for worse, in goodness, in good times and bad times, goodness and in health, the facts are the facts.
Oh.
Now he's frustrated.
There
He's
we
out
go.
there eating the dog poop now because he's out there frustrated.
Flying DP. You know it's true.
You know it's true. You got me flying around the screen. Oh, that is epic. But as we start to wrap it up, let's see. So we got the stuff out there. We've shared the information. Veteransnetwork.club is where you'll find the good things that we're doing. Tomorrow we have another sound off coming up. So make sure you tune in. You'll see that here on YouTube, as well as other platforms being shared. The veteransconnection.org is where you'll find what Eric is doing on his side of the house. You can go back and see the amazing music that we've shared as well. So good things definitely coming. Obviously supporting Ruby and her cause and what she's doing. Again, just amazing young lady doing amazing things. So a 10-year-old to sit there and say, I'm going to shave my head, raise money. That was all her. She was not put up to it. It was nothing that's, for the likes. Literally, she was just trying to raise a few $100, and the support has just been completely overwhelming. So it'd be cool to see her when she comes back. And she is a firecracker for a 10-year-old. She is witty. She is on top of it. I was like, goodness gracious, she could hang with the best of them. If anything, we have to reevaluate ourselves.
Yes.
It is amazing. But with that being said and done, we'll go kind of round robin, do our closing thoughts. Eric is hanging out with us, so we'll let you go first, good sir. For those that may be out there, your parting thoughts for the masses.
My parting thoughts is the line I always use, which is everybody just needs to dream bigger and live better.
I love it.
I love that.
I love every piece of that. Over to you. Actually, no, we gotta see. At this point now, we have a competition of support. So Jessie gets her last point as well too. So we'll go ahead and pop her comment up here. Thanks for the Friday Night Live, my new entertainment. You guys crack me up. Hang with us. Ignore Jay. Us,
Yes.
not Jay.
Yes. Yes.
And the best part about all this is, in my mind, I see them literally sitting next to each other, or they're in bed watching this, and she's literally on her phone on YouTube while he's on his phone on YouTube. So they're both watching the same thing on different devices, which makes it even better.
We don't even, Jay, you don't even have to worry about coming on Friday Night Live. Jess can.
We'll get all the
What,
information
Jess?
we need from her.
Yeah.
Yep.
She could probably tell us some good stories, actually.
She'll probably just pop up in the background, just like anonymous being walking around. Whatchamacallit, over to you, Amy, for your closing thoughts.
I would say to pick up is your phone. And sing, be happy, be present, be in the moment. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. And it's therapeutic for us as it is for some of those out there. So I always look forward to Friday Night Lives, even sometimes if it wasn't the greatest week or the greatest day. Friday Night Live is a great way for me to kind of reset and join, we talk about community content and compassion. And so I think it's great. And having somebody like Eric just be able to pop up with us. Thank you for doing that, Eric. And for all those that hang out with us just on Friday nights. So yeah, thank you.
Indubitably.
Yes.
I like how that microphone never turns on, though, by the way.
Yeah, one thing Amy just said that it reminds me of a quote that I live by, which is, it's by Gary V. So Gary Vaynerchuk, which is make positivity louder. And this, Friday Night Live is a prime example of that. Like, there's so much negativity in the world. Yeah. Like we need to join together to drown it out. And coming to events like watching Friday Night Live is a big piece of that. Being able to laugh, being able to sing, being able to like we all need to join together and just make positivity louder.
No, I agree. And I think that's literally at the heart of why we're aligned with the people that we are aligned. Amy and Brian can tell you, I quote Gary Vee more than I probably should at times, but it's empathy. Empathy changes everything. We could sit here and try to drown out the negativity, but really, if we just spread more positivity, that changes the narrative. Yeah, we can sit here and talk about all the negative stuff, and no, they were wrong. It should be this, and have our pundit moments and talk about. Look, there's enough people doing all that crap. Let's do something different. Let's expose, a music artist out there that maybe you're not into country music, but I just love what Ime is doing. Maybe I'm not into rap, but I love what the Marine Corps rapper is doing. You know what? I didn't think there's a lot of hope in the world, but when a 10-year-old will shave her head and raise money for child cancer, you know what? Maybe I feel a little bit better in life about what I'm doing or seeing. And that's really all it comes down to. So we have the ability to change the narrative because guess what? We all know the negatives. We know what's happening. We live with it. It's on our phones. It's on our newsfeed. It's on our social media. For a little bit of time, let's just drown out the noise with some positive noise and reverberate higher the good stuff. So, I'm in complete accordance with that. And that's what this is all about. Whoever shows up, whatever it may be. And again, even down to the YouTube piece, we're saying, hey, share it and, do all that. Because the fact is, there are more veterans that need to hear this information. So it's not about, hey, come look at us. It's saying, no, there are how many other hundreds and thousands and millions of veterans that don't have anything to do. And the way these algorithms work, unless you comment, subscribe, and share, and like, and do all that, the system won't recognize this is something they should see. So literally, the way to get this out there is by sharing that. As they start seeing people are tuning in, people are commenting, people are sharing, it'll start to suggest it to other veterans out there who do similar searches. And it's just like, oh, what is this Friday Night Live type of thing you guys are doing? Oh, this is interesting. And that's really what it comes down to. And, we'll grind and do stuff. And, to the last point there, to the Gary B piece, he has a huge following, but I've been following Gary Vee for a long time, and I'll tell you, he grinded for a while when no one else was looking, and guess what? He kept at it, and guess what? We're gonna keep at it, and before you know it, there'll be a few more, and a few more, and a few more, and before you know it, there'll be a whole party of so many other people. But look at all the great people that have come. We have the Capris of the world. We have Jerry. We have Eric. We have so many folks that are here just sharing and spending time with us. And there's more that need that. They need that community because if it means something to us, it'll mean something to someone else for sure. I love this comment that Jerry just shared here. Another wonderful night. Friday Night Live is the highlight of my week. Thank you so much for the camaraderie and laughter. You know what I mean? Like that, what can you say to that? You know what I'm saying? Like you could be doing anything else on a Friday night, but you chose to spend it with us. You chose to spend this time, and I think that really, just changes the narrative. So I love that. I appreciate you being here, James, as well. I saw your comment earlier. Thank you for spending some time with us. Over to you, Brian.
Yeah, you know what? I just think I'll take a page Ruby's book. She's not the one who's curing cancer right now by shaving her head and raising money. but she's supporting those that are working on that right now. So even if we're not able to actually do the thing, we can still take action to support those who might be the ones who are doing it right now. So whether you're doing it directly or you're doing it through support, it's the heart, it's the true heart of caring for others, and just taking some action. You're somebody might scoff at somebody shaving their head, and that what's that doing? Well, what are you doing? I just love that that little girl is such a great example, because just like we touched on earlier, detachment is the worst thing that can happen to somebody. This is something that we've talked with surgical empathy, that when you get to that point of detachment, that's the point at which there's nothing left. That's the last step to the final act, just about. So stepping out, touching base with somebody, taking some action with intention, with caring for others. Let's do what we can to support the community and make sure that there is an attachment, that there is a connection somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, and definitely everybody support Ruby. I mean, how many 10-year-olds, literally, how many 10-year-olds are involved in making impact? That's not the top of a 10-year-old's mind. And the fact that she is dedicating time and having to go through it's not tough for a woman to shave her head. That's not an easy thing, that a 10-year-old, when school is such a horrible place in general to people, and the fact that she's willing to put that above anything else and make an impact, definitely, if you can support what she's doing, I highly recommend it.
You know what? I can imagine Ruby as a leader amongst her peers.
Absolutely.
She just seems to have that personality who just drives forward. So I love that. I know at 10 years old, I was running through the woods playing military. Adding no value to anybody. Quite literally. And here she is doing something this significant. It's pretty cool.
No, I agree. And I'll take a page out of Amy's book and say, honestly, the hardest thing you can pick up is the phone. We did it last week, and being able to reach out to someone, check on someone, make sure that they're okay, or whatever it may be. You'd be surprised what it means to someone. So, I appreciate, obviously, you all spending some time with us on these sessions, and we're going to keep doing them and coming together, and as we bring folks on or expose either new music or new content, new products, our community needs a lot of things. We'll have doctors that'll come on and we'll talk about medical things. We have psychologists who'll come on and we'll talk about mental health, but it's going to be a variety of different things. We're going to test out the Veteran Idol piece as well. We talked about that. Something that we did before that we're going to bring back is our game show night. So we actually do have a game show that we did as far as like a Jeopardy type of thing. So we'll have different questions on different things, and we have it like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and we can have it set up as well. So we've tested these things before, and now that we kind of have a base, we'll start bringing that again, and we'll bring people on. So instead of Eric coming on, the difference is from going from a website or hopping over there, it'll literally be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the questions will come up and we'll do our thing. So we have the ability to just really use technology and do some pretty cool stuff. So more stuff to follow there, but definitely reach out to someone, and if you find value in this, share with someone else who may probably need to have that camaraderie and hang out with us. So don't hog it just to yourself. There's enough of Amy, Eric, Brian, and myself to go around to share the love and share the camaraderie. So this is what it's all about on a Friday, for sure. But as we wrap up here, we got to get baby Brian to bed and make sure that he can rock out. So we should do a Family Feud vet edition. We can definitely do that. Great question from Jesse. So I love it.
Yes, that would be fun. I'm so excited for Jess. I love her. She's yeah, I'm excited. We need to get her on the books to come on for a Friday Night Live. And then Jay can watch her on Friday Night Live.
Pretty much. You can watch it and he'll be right next popping his head over. Literally. From the same location.
No, he doesn't get to do that. He hasn't come on Friday Night Live.
He's gonna pop his head. I bet you $1.
He doesn't get to come on.
She comes on,
No,
he is going to make a point to pop his head over in there.
Oh man.
That's about all we'll get.
But we're not gonna put his name on the screen though, so he won't have that.
No.
Happy belated birthday again, Amy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was an amazing birthday. Thank you. Yes.
Awesome. So on that note, we'll get baby Brian rolling out, and we will be back next week.
Yeah.
For having me, guys.
Appreciate you, brother.
Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you.